And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that break. Hope you're able to get ready for what comes next. We just wrapped up with the Club NV X Duckling showdowns. We just wrapped up with DRG versus Bunny, and now we have returned with the finale of tonight's matches of Masters Coliseum 7. And here we go. We have one best of 5 remaining. We earlier today wrapped up with Cyril versus Solar. We wrapped up with Maru versus Cure and Dark versus Raynor. A lot of 3-0s. I don't know if you saw. A lot of 3-0s. I recommend checking out the VODs. The VODs, I mean, a lot of the games were pretty intense. And now we are down to one final best of 5. Can we avoid the curse of the pure 3-0? Can we avoid the 3-0s? I hope so, as the mirror matchups continue. And again, we are here to determine who advances on in the brackets in the tournament. Here we go. Again, for those who maybe are unaware, Masters Coliseum 7 is a big premier event. I believe it's around a $43,000 prize pool, and the best of the best are duking it out here. We have been running this tournament. We've been casting this event for almost the entire month of January. The qualifiers into the group stage, again. there was a lot of group stage into the playoff bracket that has begun tonight. Now, as a reminder, win or lose, both these players are still in the tournament. It is double elimination. It is a double elimination event, so regardless, both herO and MaxPax will have another chance to redeem themselves tomorrow. Tomorrow will be those lower bracket matches. Again, every day for this entire week, Masters Coliseum. Today, tomorrow, the day after, until the finals on Sunday. And here we go. We're diving on in and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Radisson Station. We have MaxPax for Psystorm Gaming. And in the bottom left, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Protoss herO for DKZ. Here we go. And again, a big shout out to the sponsors of this event as well. Shout out to Doyu, Honkai Star, Tidal, Autospool, and Pew. Shout out to the sponsors. Without them, this event would not be possible. Without them, Masters Coliseum, World Team League, and Kung Fu Cup would be worse off. So big shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to the waifus out there that are part of Honkai Star. Uwu. And game 1 is on Radisson State. I didn't even look at the videos. Game 1 of Radisson. We're crazy. Oh my god. We are popping things off already here. I mean, it is a best of 5, so less vetoes are available. And we are opening up on Radisson Station. Now, if you're unfamiliar, this map is the most vetoed map in the map pool, but we are featuring it here tonight, multiple times actually, for the second time tonight, as we're getting to gate expand. Interesting. herO going for a double gate opener. Okay, so typically, the game on Radisson Station is be as greedy as possible. Be just hyper greedy, cut corners, be as economic as you can. You can see MaxPax goes for a gate expand. Gate expand out of MaxPax off of 1 gas. Meanwhile, herO is going for a 2-gate opener. I'm a little bit shocked. herO from here can turn into 1-base all-in. Let's go! He can turn this into a 1-base all-in. Pylon has been thrown down. herO has control of the Zelnaga, and it feels like a proxy robo. It would make sense to go for a robo here, to go into a War Prism and drop into the pocket. You drop into the pocket base, and you bypass the wall, you bypass the main defenses. This is about to get rowdy. It's about to get rowdy. Cybercore is still on the way. It's about to finish in a couple of seconds. MaxPax, he sees a 2-gate opener, and MaxPax should be feeling pretty suspect. Should be feeling pretty sus, like something's wrong here. Something doesn't feel right. And it's not a robo. It's a Twilight Cup. Proxy Dark Shrine? Are we going for some DTs? Oh my god, we fully wall off as well. We fully wall up here at the natural. The probe is trapped, the probe is stuck, and MaxPax has no idea what's going on. He's going for a Stargate follow-up. Now this Stargate should be for Void Rays. We should get a Void Ray first. Because it's a Void Ray first, we won't have an Oracle, we won't have detection. There's potential. There's potential here as we throw down another gateway. Oh, we scout, no! MaxPax, he comes in, he checks his Zelnaga, he does confirm what's going on. It is not a Dark Shrine, it is 3-gate Blink, as Blink has started up. Oracle is on the way. I'm sure to make sure we have some form of detection. Shield battery is done, and MaxPax, he's looking solid so far. He is looking solid. As again, he's just amassing more Stalkers, has the high ground, second shield battery on the way. After this Oracle, we should be going into a Void Ray thereafter. And herO throws down, what is that? Gateway number 4. It's going to be 4-gate blink. 1 base, 4-gate blink all in out of herO. Meanwhile, MaxPax goes across the map with that first Oracle, which means he's forcing herO to warp in back at home and to have a shield battery. Shield battery is back at home for herO. He's getting some damage done, but we have the overcharge, and with the help of this overcharge, MaxPax doesn't lose a single unit. Oracle gets across the map, but going for the mineral line. Where's the shield battery? It is behind the mineral line. We can save our workers. We can save them. But we're out of range. And 2 probes go down. Good pickoffs. Good pickoffs so far for MaxPax. Meanwhile, herO with Blink, we can blink into that natural. We can blink into the pocket base. It is possible. But MaxPax, he checks. He does check just to make sure he's safe and sound. He is aware that the rocks are being knocked down as well. And MaxPax will prepare back at home. He should be preparing. Yeah, more shield batteries on the way. Additional Void Rays are amassing as well. The rocks have been knocked down. Blink is 10 seconds away. And with Blink, we can blink right into the bases here of MaxPax. We do go for the dive. Now, just because we dove in doesn't mean it's going to be that much easier, though. I mean, we still have shield batteries. We still have Void Rays. We still have an army. Ooh, as the first Stalker does go down. We do trade out a Stalker. herO waiting for reinforcements. Ooh, gonna rotate around, actually. Pivot away towards the right-hand side. Interesting choice. Stasis traps are on the way. You can hear them. Yeah, towards the left-hand side. The Oracle. Big catch. Very nicely done. Oracle goes down. herO, he rotates over towards the right-hand side. Does get on top of the shield batteries. 1 shield battery gets picked up. We get 1. And we dive on top of the other shield batteries as well. Void Ray goes down. We get 1. We get 2. And herO, does he have enough? He goes for the final Void Ray. We'll barely get it. Boys are being pulled. We're setting up a surround. And herO will avoid it, but again, he's down to 5 Stalkers. 5 Stalkers versus 4. He's getting some probes. MaxPax, he can afford to lose some workers. He can lose some probes and he's fine. herO needs more damage. As we get another warping of reinforcing Stalkers. The stasis! Oh my god. We avoid it. We avoid the stasis trap. Another shield battery goes down. Reinforcements have arrived and herO gonna be collapsing on this. And it looks like herO, he has enough. He's breaking his way through. Gets another Stalker, but the Void Ray arrives just in time, and it looks like MaxPax, he's holding. He does hold. With the help of the Void Ray, we are perfectly safe here at the natural base. MaxPax still maintains his worker lead. Another shield battery on the way. We dive on in. Focus out the Stalkers. We get 1, we get 2, we get 3. 3 Stalkers, and herO, does he have enough momentum on his side? Can he keep going? As he will get the final Void Ray. Has a Stalker lead. Should get that shield battery as well. Goes for the probes instead. And reinforcements are on the way. It looks like herO, he has too much. He has broken through. He's snowballing out of control. There's 2 units left. It's one Adept and 1 Stalker. That's all we have. Soon to be 1 Void Ray. And herO, he does it. GG gets called, and herO will break through and take down MaxPax in game 1. Oh, GG. GG, well played. That was wild, by the way. Again, going for the Proxy Twilight Council, going for the 4-gate blink all in. I was concerned that because MaxPax had scattered it, that he would be able to handle it quite nicely, and he was holding his own for quite some time. But again, because we were kind of stuck in between the bases, because we had to defend multiple locations at once, MaxPax, he did falter a little bit there, and herO, he gained ground, gained momentum, was able to preserve his Stalkers as well. Really good movement out of herO, making sure he was able to just kite as well as he did, preserve those Stalkers, build them up over time, and snowball out of control. GG. GG, well played. herO takes a 1-0 lead, but that was Raz's Station. You know, it's a very unorthodox, very unique map. I'm sure some of these other maps aren't quite reflective of how game 1 went. I'm sure we'll have more of a back and forth here, and I want to believe that MaxPax can hold on. We're going to be loading into Alcyone next. Interesting veto process, actually. Okay. Looks like we've gotten rid of some of the smaller maps like Oceanborn and Hardlead, respectively. herO gets rid of Side Delta, that makes sense, against MaxPax, 100%. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have MaxPax for Sidestorm. And in the top right, we have it, herO for CranKy Gaming. Now, herO's veto of Side Delta makes plenty of sense. Side Delta is the map that's known for gate expands. And fun fact, we actually were casting some PvPs earlier this morning, and it is very common for Side Delta to turn into Phoenix versus Phoenix. And Phoenix v Phoenix, no one likes it. No one is fond of it. We get rid of it. We get rid of Side Delta. Get it out of here. Oh. As we're getting into game 2, and MaxPax, for the first time this series, for the first time in a while, do you see what I see? I do not see a gateway on the low ground. MaxPax going for a 2-gate? I'm curious. MaxPax, he's been humbled a little bit here. It's going to be a 2-gate opener out of herO. MaxPax sticking with 1 for now. Oh, it's going to be a gate cyber. Okay. So, we've seen this from MaxPax before. MaxPax, it's going to be a gate expand out of our blue Protoss player, but in a more unorthodox fashion. And in a way, a little bit more riskier here at the natural. More exposed. So you can see MaxPax is going for a gate cyber into expansion on the low ground, but the wall is going to be set up on the high ground instead. So it's a new variation, an interesting variation that MaxPax has been going for. Meanwhile, herO is setting up for a 1-base all-in. He's setting up for a 1-base all-in. Let's go. Now, the problem here is that because of MaxPax's SimCity, like his production is going to be more safe. It is going to be safe and sound in the main. Shells the proxy. MaxPax going for a Stargate opener before his expansion. And we throw down the Robo. It is going to be a 1-base all-in out of herO. It's going to be a fast series. It's going to be a fast one, Papi. Let's go. herO comes in, sees lack of expansion, but as he dips in even further, he will see the only 1 gate. So he recognizes that it's still an economic opener, and that MaxPax should still be expanding. So there it is. Expansion is thrown down. So this is basically the same as a MaxPax traditional gate expand, except the base is more exposed because there's no SimCity to protect it. There's no SimCity, no shield battery, there's no wall. Instead, MaxPax is more secure in his main base, as opposed to his natural. Now, it's a bit of a give and take because herO is going for a 1-base all-in, which means killing the natural is not good enough. herO, he needs to break the main, and the main is that much more fortified. Shield battery on the way. Adepts have arrived. And they're going to be able to get down the Zealot at least. Zealot will fall as herO does pull back. Now behind this herO, he's going for a proxy Prism first. So the Prism is to ferry these Adepts into the main base. The Oracle's on the way. And the Oracle, it looks like we will scout. Yeah, big scout here. We do get eyes on the Robo Immortals in production behind this. Adepts being dropped into the main base, and we are looking for some economic damage. Go for the dive. We're going to try and focus down as many probes as we can. And probes, they are falling. The juggling is looking pretty damn good as well. 3, 4, 5 probes go down. Ay. 6 workers, and the Adepts survive. Just like that, herO takes a worker lead. And we're not done because we have Immortals behind this. Now, Void Rays are amassing, and there's no Stalkers. These Void Rays are going to do well for themselves against the Adepts. Speaking of, they continue to threaten Shades into the main. Ooh, going for a drop as well. Okay, herO. We have a Immortal Stalker drop for the main base, but the Void Ray does read this. Good positioning. Good movement out of MaxPax. He's holding. Now, we are building up the Immortal count, that is true, but we need more Stalkers. We need more Stalkers because that Void Ray count is getting higher and higher. And all the Void Rays have to do is kill the Stalkers, and then they break this. Like nothing else shoots up. We have 2 Void Rays already against 4 Stalkers. We go for the Immortal. The Immortal does take a lot of damage. So far, good juggling here, but alas, there just aren't enough Stalkers. And the Immortals, they're left exposed. One Immortal goes down, the other barely survives. We're going for another warp into Stalkers. Is it enough? Is it barely enough? So we force back the army. The Adepts, they get in! The Adepts, they get into the main base. Probes are falling left and right. We break through that pylon. We depower the gateway. Only Void Rays remaining. I love this. herO, he doesn't go for the main. He gets secure damage at the natural, which means herO can expand. If he wants to, he can expand behind this. He's just making sure he maintains his economic lead. Takes down the natural. Focusing down at that wall as well. And good juggling out of herO. Okay, we're going to be falling. MaxPax still in a lot of trouble here, as he can only make Void Rays. And he's supply blocked? No shot. The supply block is real. And we're doubling down on one base. Twilight Council's on the way. We have a shield battery, a couple of Stalkers back at home as well to defend against the Oracle. herO looking solid back at home. And MaxPax, he's still just stuck on one base. He has a comparable army here, but I imagine we want to work towards Blink. Blink will help so much against these Void Rays. We need mobility against them with these Stalkers. And again, from here, herO could just expand. There it is. We have our expansion. herO, he takes an economic lead, he's holding on to it, and now suddenly MaxPax is all in. Going for a Robo. So MaxPax, he's building up a Void Ray Immortal army. That's what he should be working on. It's kind of like mech. It's kind of like a Protoss mech style. Just pure Robo forces. It's all he can really work with from here. And to be fair, Immortals and Void Rays can trade very well against Stalkers. They can. But how many Stalkers is the question. Void Ray is going for a counterattack. MaxPax still stuck on one base. I believe MaxPax hasn't seen the expansion yet from herO. If we try to take the gold, then MaxPax could shut it down. Speaking of, the gold base could be an option for MaxPax. That could be an option here. But I'm sure he doesn't want to get into a longer game. Like, he's still stuck on one base. Like, he's so far behind. In the economy, specifically. Revelation does get eyes on the expansion. Border is coming in. Press back the line, but we get one! We force a recall. We force the overcharge as well. Stalker army forced back into the main. You can see that here he's just splitting up his forces. Blink is on the horizon. And once herO gets Blink, he can be active. He can push out. Meanwhile, we do see those Void Rays moving out as well. You can see that MaxPax, again, he's committing to Mass Void Ray and Immortal. A very DPS heavy army. Like, there's a lot of DPS potential here. Like, 6 Void Rays, Immortals. There's a lot of firepower. But there's not much finesse. There's not much maneuverability with it. Do you have the Stasis Trap? Here we go, pushing in. MaxPax, can he break herO? He's got a shield battery. Overcharge is on cooldown. It was spent earlier in the main. Bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. As here we go. We dive on in. The Stasis Trap gets baited out as well, and we can focus on every single Void Ray from here. GG gets called, and herO takes a 2-0 lead. GG. Oh my god. Again, herO showing that, mate, MaxPax, you can go for these greedy economic openers. And I know that you're known for defending against one base all-ins. I'm gonna kill you anyway, okay? I'm a one base all-in you anyway. And this was an interesting dynamic as well, where MaxPax, because of his own opener that game, his natural was so much more exposed. And he was well set up to defend against a main push, but herO opened up Adepts. He opened up Adepts with a proxy War Prism, not with like 4-gate Blink Stalker, for example, which would have had a harder time there from the side of herO. So herO, he was able to bypass the defenses, able to get a lot of economic damage done. Snowball out of control. Really good control, really good decision making out of herO. MaxPax had a hard time keeping up and defending against said Adepts as well. And with that, we're getting into game 3, and so far, nothing but 3-0s. It's been purely 3-0s tonight. Will that continue as we get ready for Equilibrium? So we get ready for Equilibrium as game number 3. This is going to be an interesting one. We have seen the goal base come into play in PvP. We have seen this goal base come into play. I'm sure herO is tempted to take the gold. We'll see if he does. We'll see if MaxPax does instead. We shall see. Did MaxPax get a new haircut? He's looking good. He is looking good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed. I love what he's doing with his hair. As here we go, in at the top right-hand corner, we have the Danish Protoss MaxPax for Psystorm. And in the top left, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player, herO, for DragonKy Gaming. I guess people have adapted to his style, kind of. I wouldn't say that. I would say herO has. Because MaxPax, he still has his way with Showtime, with Classic, with Nightmare. Like MaxPax, he still has really strong PvP. But specifically, herO, he's like the anti... I don't know if I want to say anti-MaxPax, but like, they're two sides of the same coin. Where MaxPax is hyper greed and very economic in PvP. And herO is hyper aggressive. He's all about, like, even not even against MaxPax. Like, cast herO versus Showtime or herO versus Classic, and herO, he's just hyper aggressive and very all in with his PvPs. So they have very different styles, very different dynamics, and I mean, herO has struggled against MaxPax before, but here he's finding a little bit more success. He is, again, just adjusting his all ins, adjusting his aggression. Is able to punish his opponent. MaxPax going for a gate expand. Oh my god! MaxPax goes for a gate expand. So does herO. How do we fight greed? With greed. Both players going for a very fast Nexi. Both players opening up economic this time. Okay. So, at least what I will say is that this time herO, he's not going one base all in. He went Nexus first. I need to emphasize this. herO, he went literally the greediest you can be. Nexus first out of herO before gateways. He's crazy. MaxPax goes for a gate expand. You don't see this too often, but in this PvP, MaxPax isn't the greedy one. MaxPax is not the greedy one in this PvP, so herO one step ahead in that respect. And we'll see how this turns out. MaxPax going to be following this up with a Stargate. Should be for Oracle production into Void Rays. Maybe just Oracle. But yeah, we'll see if herO can get away with this. I'm a little bit scared for herO. I feel like herO, he dove into the deep end, you know? He's like, oh, I'll do a MaxPax. I'll be greedy. I'll go Nexus first. It's like, Papi, are you sure? Yeah, you got to be safe here. Are you okay? We'll see. herO, he dives into the deep end, and we'll see if he can swim. Sink or swim. As MaxPax going to be dipping out across the map, getting eyes on the opener. He was too late. Oh, barely in time. Barely does shade in time. Does wall off. Oracle is on the way for MaxPax. herO going for a Stargate. herO going for his own Stargate, going Phoenix. Oh god, let's go. herO, he's aware of his opponent's Stargate opener. MaxPax doesn't know, and with this Phoenix, we can shut down the Oracle, but we shade in. We get eyes on that Stargate. A big misstep there from herO. The Adepts, they get a couple of worker kills. And you can see MaxPax, he cancels. No, sorry, I think he finished the Oracle, but we have a Phoenix on the way. Which is scary because this could be the beginning of Phoenix Wars. The Phoenix Wars has begun here as we're locked in. At this point, we're locked in. There's no other way about it. Oracle gets into the main. There's nothing here. And the Oracle goes ham, getting 4 probe kills. herO, he may have had a more economic opener, but he is behind in the worker count. Now, herO, though, is ahead in Phoenixes. He is ahead by 1. He has 1 extra Phoenix compared to his opponent. But can he sustain himself here? He's, again, hurting right now. MaxPax throws down a second Stargate, and he's going to get into additional Phoenixes. I think herO just took too much damage. It's just too much. The Adepts, they threaten the shade. MaxPax, he's up 9 probes. Like, herO, he can't afford a second Stargate. That's the problem right now. Because he took so much damage, he just can't afford it. And he's going to be falling behind. And in Phoenix Wars, if you fall behind, you die. Like, you need to sustain yourself. You need to be able to keep up with your Phoenix production. Otherwise, you'll be overwhelmed. You will be overwhelmed. Yeah, you can see here, now herO starts up another Stargate, but it's so late. It's so late at this point. Yeah, he has to catch up double Stargate, so he's going up to triple Stargate production. He needs to. But there's a window. There's a window. Before the second and third Stargate can produce anything, MaxPax will have an advantage. And he is so on top of just diving on top of your army. He like has that killer instinct in PvP, in Phoenix versus Phoenix. As for now, we're going to be testing each other. MaxPax just in position outside his main, hoping to catch a unit. I would love to see the unit count right now. That's the most important thing. Like, it's not about the production tab, not about the bases even. As herO, he's rushing into the gold. I do like this. A good way to come back is to take the gold. Phoenixes are up and running, but I would love to see the Phoenix count overall because that's what matters most. And MaxPax is ahead. Like, eyeballing it, looks like MaxPax does have a Phoenix lead. And there it is. Yeah, 9-8. He's up 1. And 1 can be all it takes. As I say that though, herO is making 3 Phoenixes at a time. I do think that MaxPax was too passive. I do think that he was a little bit too passive. I do think he had a big advantage and it's slipping away from him as herO's recovering. We do have a Fleet Beacon on the way. Fleet Beacon for Phoenix range, Anion Pulse Crystals. And herO, he's getting away with that triple Stargate play, by the way. He's getting away with it. He's building up. He's catching up in Phoenixes. herO, he's back in this. You can see here, now takes a lead. 13 Phoenixes to 12 of MaxPax. So herO, he has recovered in the overall army count. He's recovering in economy. A big power spike from MaxPax is going to be Phoenix range. The Fleet Beacon just finished, and it will soon be able to get into range. Now, this is a bit of a give and take. It technically is it's a really good upgrade. You can outrange your opponent. But the reality is, if your opponent is up in Phoenixes, and if they close the distance, if they get on top of your army, then range doesn't matter. You get 1 extra hit in to begin with at the start of the fight, and that's it. You only get 1 extra hit, and then the massive amount of Phoenixes overwhelm you. So it is an important upgrade, but it's not the end all be all. So you have to be careful. You still have to respect your opponent's position. It's a very delicate dance. As again, herO, he has 19 to the 16 of MaxPax. We are getting across the map. You can see herO, he's just stacking his Phoenixes. So is MaxPax. Oh, okay, we need a stack. Oh. Who shoots first? herO again, he has the advantage. He does get on top of this army. He will be able to focus down a lot of these Phoenixes. Show us the unit count. Show us the unit count. As herO does pull back, he has a couple of Stalkers as well to help support. Oh, didn't quite stack his army. We have the overcharge, and herO, he has the advantage. Remember, he had the lead in Phoenixes. Range did not matter. He will chase this down. Oh, he's running out of steam, though. Running out of steam. And MaxPax, he does take a 3-4 Phoenix lead. GG gets caught just like that. herO went for the dive. Did not pay for itself. The overcharge did help quite a lot. And MaxPax fights back. Oh my god. GG. MaxPax in a longer game in Phoenix versus Phoenix, he does come out on top. herO had potential there, and he did take a good fight initially. He took a really good fight first, and then I think he overextended. He chased the army into the overcharge, further into the bases. MaxPax could kite. He could make use of his range, and MaxPax did take it here. Ooh. And again, all it takes is a couple of extra Phoenixes. Or even range, of course, that did come into play. GG. GG, well played. We have a series. We have broken the curse. It's not a 3-0. It's a back and forth. And we're going to be getting into game number 4 on Golden Aura. Now, what I will say is that we probably won't see Phoenix versus Phoenix again, just because we got rid of Site Delta. Site Delta is another big map that does occur on. That does God. I'm done. It's 3 AM. I'm done, Bobby. I'm done. It does also occur on side delta, so we're going to be avoiding that entirely. Avoiding the Phoenix versus Phoenix there. Golden Ore is going to be an interesting one. So, short rushes to spike round. Very short, and I wonder if that is going to come into play. In the bottom right, we have MaxPax from SciStore. And in the top left, we have herO from Dragon Kaizi Gaming. Also, I don't know if you saw there, it looks like herO Uber Eated like some coffee, and he opened the door and there was the coffee left on the doormat. That was great. He just stepped on back, got his coffee. Let's go. I'm jealous. I want some coffee now. Gibbs, baby, Gibbs. He went to get his Protoss juice. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, as we are settling on into this, once again, MaxPax goes for the high ground gateway. He does not go for the low ground gate expand. He's going double gas. So is herO. Interesting. MaxPax, what do you have in store for us? 2 gate opener out of herO. MaxPax, it looks like he's going for a gate cyber expand. Once again. Yeah, it's going to be a cyber core out of MaxPax. So just like how we saw on Alcyone, it is going to be a more economic opener, but with the SimCity on the high ground instead of the low ground. You can see there on the production tab, cyber core is on the way for MaxPax. So he is going for a faster expansion. Meanwhile, herO is sneaking out a hidden pylon. Now this looks like a fake. Yeah, it's a fake proxy pylon, so herO, he's faking out an all-in when really he isn't. Not yet. He's at least not proxying. So MaxPax is in the dark. MaxPax, he sees that the pylon is missing, doesn't know where it is. And we'll see how he responds. MaxPax responding with a Zealot. He's going for a Zealot opener. Sentry on the way for herO. Interesting, going to be a Stalker Sentry opener from our red Protoss. Very safe way to play, actually. herO. Interesting. Now, with a Sentry, it does keep you safe because you can go for Hallucination Scouts. Probe comes in. We do get eyes on the gate cyber into Stargate. Again, just like on Alcyone. And we do get eyes on the would-be expansion on the natural. So we'll get an economic opener out of MaxPax. How does herO respond? The pylon has been found. MaxPax, he's aware he's not being all-in. He knows he doesn't have to rush into Void Rays. He knows he is safe. And herO is taking a later expansion. Okay. So there's a bit of a give and take here. On the one hand, MaxPax is going to be ahead in economy. On the other hand, herO is going to be ahead in army. He's going to be ahead in Stalkers. So he has that advantage at least. Tyler Council on the way. herO getting into Blink. And we're getting into the mid-game. We're going to be easing our way into the mid-game. There will not be an all-in from either player. For the first time this series, I mean, I guess we kind of got that last game on Equilibrium, but that's different. Well, that was Phoenix versus Phoenix. Yeah, that's not really PvP. MaxPax getting into his own tech. Oracle gets in. Good positioning here out of herO. Does force back the Oracle. Second Oracle on the way. MaxPax doubling down. Again, because he saw the expansion, MaxPax, he knows he doesn't need Void Rays. So commits to Oracles. Does commit. Phoenix versus Phoenix is literally PvP. True. It's the real PvP. It's as PvP as PvP gets. The only thing better than Phoenix versus Phoenix is Probe versus Probe. The Probe Wars. Ah, let's go. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this. Not like this. As Oracles are going to be threatening the mineral line. herO doubling down on Blink Stalkers. Does lose one probe. And again, MaxPax has a pretty healthy lead. He has 36 workers to the 33 of herO. Again, because of the faster expansion. So MaxPax, he's going to be able to snowball out of controller. Get quite an advantage in the mid-game. As he's now getting into his own gateway explosion. Hallucination Scout coming in. Getting eyes on the production, on the tech. herO is now aware that there's going to be Blink Stalker versus Blink Stalker. We are aware. herO being so annoying here, setting up all these stasis traps as well. Ensuring that herO doesn't get away with a fast third. As MaxPax takes his own fast third base. So looking to get further ahead. Honestly, like, MaxPax is looking very comfortable. Like, this is the ideal. The purpose of his economic openers is to boost ahead or get ahead here in the mid game. So MaxPax looking comfortable. herO, where do we take this? He's building up an immortal count. Ooh, third base is going to be delayed. Thankfully, the probe isn't quite in position to block the base itself. So we can expand. Hallucination moving out, gets eyes on the army. It's going to be denied. Now, herO, something that he's been doing here is that he has been getting into really fast immortal production. He does have a handful of immortals to support his army. Forge is on the way for +1. herO working on +1 Blink Stalkers alongside Immortals. MaxPax going to be committing to, or going to be delaying his upgrades. Committing to pure Blink Stalker for the time being. Army has been revealed. He's pushing towards the third. herO in position with his Immortal. But as the army's distracted, here come the Adepts. They shade into the mineral line. Late reaction out of herO. Yeah, probes will get picked off. Oracles at the same time, they come in, and herO, he's being pulled apart. 6 workers go down, a sentry as well. Very nicely done here by MaxPax. He already had an economic lead, and now it's even greater. Now it is even greater here. As MaxPax dives into the main base, catches the production, depowers the gateways, and the robo as well. And again, MaxPax, he is running away with this. The Immortals are stuck behind the army as well. herO just can't engage. And MaxPax, he can just rotate from here. He just back off, rotate over towards the third. Can avoid this. He is in control. herO even losing workers here to more Adepts towards the third base. Show us the third. 4 probes went down. 4 workers. Now, the main army for herO is still terrifying. Remember, herO has faster +1 and he has more Immortals. He has Immortals in the mix. So in a head-on fight, herO has an edge. But MaxPax, he's been avoiding it. He's been avoiding these fights, just harassing, poking, prodding. Crippling the economy. Getting the production. Picking up a sentry. Good blinks. Nice blinks out of MaxPax. As Double Oracle comes in once, oh my god! Comes in once again, gets another 4 probes. And the Immortals are left exposed. Yeah, again, like this is the ideal MaxPax game here, where he's able to get away with his economy. Why going for these faster expansions are so deadly in PvP and why they typically need to be punished. And herO has just been on the back foot the entire time. Has been on the receiving end. Good trigger on the shields. Dark Shrine on the way for DTs. We aren't even behind. It's anytime. Dark Shrine. herO still amassing his army. Getting into Disruptors. Interesting choice. This is a good way to come back. Double Robo Disruptor production for herO. He's up against Blink Stalkers, but he can always get a massive Nova, and if he does, he can take a fight in his favor. Picks up a Stalker. Another base on the way. The Disruptors are on the horizon here. We can come back. It's a bit of a Hail Mary play, but Disruptors, they are the great equalizer. Again, 1 or 2 good Novas, and herO can tie up the supply. That also relies on MaxPax overextending, though. Let's rely on him overextending. And 4th base on the way, MaxPax, he's here to deny it. Where are those Disruptors? Still on the way. Good pick off there by herO. Gets an extra Stalker. He is going to be pulling back a little bit too far, actually. The base is going to go down. Forces a cancel. Big pick off. The Immortal is going to be focused. Disruptors have arrived. Novas go off. Don't quite connect. Not yet. Just forcing MaxPax back. But he got what he wanted. All he wanted was to deny the base. Deny the fourth. And MaxPax, he maintains his lead. That Prism quite low. Very low, actually. Shadow Stride on the way. Prism into the main. Never goes up. Doesn't connect. Clutch blink there by MaxPax. But it is on cooldown. herO knows that. Another Nova will connect. Oh, not quite. Does avoid it just in time. herO, a couple of seconds too late there. We'll have to pull back. And so far, MaxPax trading well. Here comes a mass amount of Zealots and Dark Templar into the main base. herO not ready for it. He has a cannon, has shield batteries. Although DT is going for the Robos. At the same time, Zealot Rumba hit towards the third base. A tri-pronged attack. DT's in the main, Zealots towards the third, and the main army towards the fourth. And herO, can he keep up? He's taking a lot of hits. Oh god, losing a lot of workers. 10 workers go down. MaxPax getting a lot of damage done on that fourth. It looks like he can get a kill. He will. Once again, the fourth is denied. But that's a lot of disruptors. My god, that's what, 7 disruptors? Jesus. Okay. Let's go. herO, he doesn't have an economy. He's down 30 workers. He's down 30 workers, but he is up in army supply. He is all in. Completely all in with this. It's all or nothing for herO. MaxPax base trade. Go for the base trade. Never goes up. Novas are going to be going off. herO trying to hold on back at home. These disruptors looking a little bit vulnerable. Oh, even forced to do some friendly fire there. There's the recall. MaxPax racing back home. Disruptor goes down. We do have 6 left though. Sorry, we have 7 left. DTs are coming in. Do we have detection? We have detection as Nova's going to be going off one after the other, forcing MaxPax back. Big connections. Big connections on the army. Finally, a fight going herO's way. But DTs, they're coming in from behind, and we have a way to deal with them. The Dark Templar, they're going ham, and there's no observers. Big revelations here. The observers now on the way for herO. Force the back off. He's making this close though. Get some cannons. Both players being knocked down in supply. Prism has the right to reinforce. Observers are being rallied across the map. And we take down this 5th base. Now again, MaxPax, he can afford to give up a 5th. This 5th doesn't really matter for MaxPax. Not the biggest of deals, not the biggest of losses. DT's harassing, they're going to be cleaned up eventually. herO still ahead in army supply, can still make this work. He has observers. One disruptor gets sniped. The stasis! Decent stasis trap. Does connect with a couple of zealots. Sorry, stalkers even. We are down to 5 disruptors. We had 7, we're down to 5. Nova's going to be going off, zoning away the army. We dive on top of the disruptors. And the Novas will not connect. Yeah, MaxPax taking a better fight here, taking a better engage. He has Immortals, no more disruptors. That's all that herO had left. And MaxPax, he will shut this down. And he is looking to force the ace match. herO had a very strong start, but GG gets called. MaxPax ties it up. We're going to game 5. We are going all the way to game number 5. GG. Again, herO had a strong start in this series. The first 2 games, fun fact, were all-ins. herO, he won with his all-ins. Game 2 was a more macro game, Phoenix versus Phoenix. Here in game 3, likewise, herO had a much more passive start as well, trying to keep up with the economy of MaxPax. And clearly in these longer games, MaxPax snowballs out of control because of his better economy, because of his better production. MaxPax was able to just pull herO apart. left and right. herO had potential with his disruptors, is what I will say. I was impressed. Like, he still made a game out of that, still had a shot. But over the course of that game, he was bleeding out disruptors, and he just could not replace them. And the DTs, they were able to hold on. The Dark Templars were some of the MVPs of that game for MaxPax. And now we're going all the way to Game 5 on Hecate. Interesting. Not a bad map for a one-base all-in. Not a bad map for Proxy Robo. We've seen a lot of Proxy Robo on Hecate. Do we see it again? Do we see it again? Here we go. Is this live or recast? This is a live broadcast of events that occurred a couple of hours ago. Cast is live. Here we go. Game 5 on Hecate. We're diving on it. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hecate, we have our Danish Protoss, MaxPax for Psystorm. And in the bottom left, we have herO for DragonKy Z Gaming. Where we go? As MaxPax, he's going for his traditional gate expand. Pylon on the low ground. MaxPax, this entire series, even when he's gone for economic openers, he's gone for a gateway on the high ground instead. But now he's going for what he's known for. The MaxPax special. The first time in my life I'm cheering for disruptors. Oh my god. Here we go. Super glad you're casting. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You can check out our VODs if you want. We did cover the entirety of day 1, and this is the final series. This is the final match here of the night. The final best of 5. As a reminder as well, no one is being eliminated. This is day 1 of the playoffs. This is day 1, and it is double elimination. So the players that lose here tonight, they have another chance tomorrow. They are still in the tournament. They're just going to be in the lower brackets with 1 life left. Meanwhile, we just see herO hiding his probe, going for, I imagine, a fake proxy pylon. There it is, pylon is thrown down. The question is this fake or is this real? Do we commit? Now, this is an awful position for a proxy Robo, but not a bad position for a proxy Stargate or even a hidden Twilight Council. So we can commit to hiding some kind of tech. Cybercore's about to finish, and the probe does leave. Okay, so it's a fake proxy pylon trying to lure MaxPax into a false sense of security, or trying to fake out an all-in, essentially. Fake out a proxy. Adepts are on the way. And, ooh, we have our tech of choice. It's going to be a Twilight Council. Meanwhile, MaxPax goes for his gate expand into a Stargate. So the Stargate was delayed in favor of the Nexus, so a bit of a greedier opener out of MaxPax. This does mean that the Void Ray and the Oracle is slightly delayed compared to previous games. It's going to be a little bit more delayed here from MaxPax. Should be going Oracle first, though. And you can see that MaxPax, he's fanning out his units. He's looking for the pylon. He has units on the right-hand side. Adepts through the center. Oh, herO throwing down a second. No, he gets scattered. There's down a second proxy pylon, but it is going to get scattered here. MaxPax, he's aware. And herO, do we commit? MaxPax going for a Void Ray first. He skips the Oracle. Is scared, is terrified. Gateway's on the way. herO is going for a one-base all-in. You juke him out with the fake pylon into the real pylon. Let's go. But again, it's a Void Ray first. A Void Ray first from MaxPax. He will have it. Now remember, he went Nexus before Stargate, so he would otherwise have potentially a second Void Ray on the way by now. So they're gonna have one. It does force back the army. Does focus down one of those Stalkers. Shield batteries on the way. Proxy shield batteries. Let's go. 2 more gates is going to be 4 gates. So it's going to be 1 base, 4 gate, blink all in from herO. Void Rays are amassing. Now, with blink, herO, he can avoid the natural. That's the power behind this. We can avoid the massive amount of shield batteries that are amassing here at the natural base. herO can avoid it. He can go for the main. He can go for the main base instead, as we have cannons on the way as well. Jesus, MaxPax doubling down. I want to see the main. It looks like there is stack defense in the main base as well. It looks to be the case. I think there's one shield battery and one cannon, which is good. Like, MaxPax does need it. And yeah, we have confirmation. So there's some stack defense in the main base, second pylon at the natural. MaxPax, he's patrolling, he's ready for the dive into the main. Void Rays, they rotate over as well. herO looking for a way in. Does get a Stalker, good pick-up. Stalker does go down. Gateway taking a lot of damage. Is going to fall as well, but we're getting up to 4 Void Rays. That's a lot of Void Rays. The wall has been broken, which means Adepts can shade in, which means Adepts give high ground vision. We commit to the shade, we get eyes on the stack defense. herO, he wants none of it. He wants none of the main base. He's focusing on the natural. That Cybercore is exposed. We're going to be focusing it down. Yeah, the Cybercore will fall. No more Stalkers. But it's not about the Stalkers, it's about the Void Rays. And that Stargate is a little bit more exposed as well. It's taking a lot of damage. We're up to 5 Void Rays. Stargate is going to fall. We have a robo behind this. We're going for the dive. Oh my god. Jesus. Calm down, herO. Calm down. Almost gets the cannon. Oh, he did bait out the prismatic alignment. Oh, that's huge. That's actually pretty huge. Every Void Ray activated his prismatic alignment. The bait was real. The bait was real. herO, he has potential to dive in even further. He's picking away at the army. Getting a cannon. Repositioning his army. There is an overcharge. Immortal is on the way. herO, we're on a timer. Like 5 Void Rays plus an Immortal, that's going to be huge. It's going to be an insane army that MaxPax has to work with. And we're going to be committing. We focus at 1, we get 2. 2 cannons go down. Prismatic alignment was activated. Immortal does arrive. herO being very careful here with his control. Second Immortal on the way. I don't think we can allow that to pop out. I mean, herO, he is gaining ground. He is gaining ground. Oh. Barely gets the final shield battery. Oh, we depower the robo. And here we go, just like that. There's no production. There's nothing left here for MaxPax. No Stargate, no gateways, no robo. This is huge. He's made his way through. He gets repowered for a second, but gets denied. MaxPax, he's in a lot of trouble right now. This is all he has. This is all he has left. The boys are here. Another pylon on the way. Of course, a cancel. We can see the pylon behind the robo. We can focus it down. And we're forcing the army back further into the main. Again, just cool, calm, and collected. Just delicate control here out of herO. Slowly pushing in, shuts down the natural. We have 2 robos on the way. And we're just flooding on forward here. We dive on top of the army. 1 Void Ray goes down. But we have Prismatic alignment. Prismatic alignment is activated. herO bleeding out a lot of units. He gets a 2nd Void Ray, a 3rd Void Ray. There's 2 left. And we do force back the army. But there's only 2 Void Rays. herO, he's done it. He has done it. Oh my god. herO snowballing out of control, just slowly, methodically chipping away at the natural, breaks his way through. And this is all we have left. 2 Void Rays and a cannon, 1 shield battery as well. GG gets called, the writing is on the wall, and herO will take the series 3-2, advancing on to the next round. Whew. GG. GG, well played. I was a little bit concerned, not gonna lie. I was concerned that herO was taking too long. I was concerned that the Immortal count would get too high. But thankfully for herO, all the production was on the low ground. All the production, the robo, the Stargate, the gateways, everything was there. And herO was slowly working his way through it. Eventually got on top of the robo before the 2nd Immortal did arrive. And when we lost control of the natural, we lost control of the game. It was then and there. That was all that MaxPax had left. And herO takes it 3-2. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to herO, to Rainer, to serO, and to MaRu for making it through into the next round. And with that, we have tomorrow's matches. All right, let's go tomorrow. MaRu versus serO. Hold on, let's zoom in. MaRu versus serO, Rainer versus herO in the upper half, in the upper bracket, in the lower half of the elimination rounds. Cure versus Solar, and Dark versus MaxPax. Let's go. Tomorrow we have another 4 matches. It's going to be the upper bracket best of 5s and the lower bracket best of 7s. There it is. Cure versus Solar, Dark versus MaxPax. The elimination matches. Now, I think I misspoke. I think tomorrow is the elimination matches. The day after that is the upper bracket matches. I think. I believe. I do believe. Oh boy. So yeah, these are best of 7s, by the way. Best of 7s to determine who is the first to be eliminated from the tournament. And yes, I just confirmed these are the only matches tomorrow. 2 best of 7s. Oh boy. 2 best of 7s tomorrow in less than 24 hours. Be sure to be there. Be sure to be there, Poppy. GG, well played. A great night of StarCraft. Oh, I should fix that. There we go. Bam. A great night of StarCraft here. What was that, 5 hours? 5.5 hours straight here. Plenty of Master Coliseum, the Club NV X Ducklings Showdown as well. GG, well played. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And I'm happy that this final series wasn't a 3-0. It was a night full of 3-0s when it came to the MC, when it came to the Master Coliseum matches. So it was great to see an ace match here. We got to see kind of the strengths and weaknesses of both players in a way, right? Where, fun fact, if you recall, every game that herO won was a 1-base all-in. every game that he won was a 1-base all-in. It's where he thrives in PvP. You know, he's a terrifying, very aggressive player. And the games that MaxPax won was when he was able to get into a proper economy. You know, Equilibrium, Phoenix versus Phoenix, 3-base versus 3-base. On Golden Aura as well, where MaxPax was left to his own devices, was allowed to get into an economic opener into 4-base economy, and he was just snowballing out of control. So given a longer game, that's where MaxPax can really thrive. Here in the other game, MaxPax is known for defending against all-ins. That's his reputation, right? Like, that's what he's known for. But herO's built different, and he's arguably the most aggressive Protoss player out there. I would still favor MaxPax against anyone else, right? Against anyone else all-inning. Nightmare, Classic, Showtime, Skilless, MaxPax. I would favor him definitely. I would even typically favor him against herO, but herO showed us here tonight that he all-ins like no other. He all-ins like no other, and is able to bring it to arguably like the best defensive Protoss in PvP out there. So GG, well played. Really great PvP. And again, like it went to the ace match. I'm sure the next time they play, it could go MaxPax's way, right? It's back and forth, back and forth. It wasn't like a clean sweep by any means. It wasn't an easy series. Even herO, he was, it felt like relieved after the end of that best of 5. Yeah, with that, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for day number 2 of the playoffs. As a reminder, tomorrow is going to be Cure versus Solar and Dark versus MaxPax. This is where the pressure is really on, because those are elimination matches. You lose there, you're out of the tournament. You are out of Masters Coliseum. And we spoke about this, like there's that much more pressure on MaxPax because this is MaxPax's tournament. What I mean by that, it's an online event. This is one of the few premier tournaments where you don't have to be at the event itself offline to compete in. MaxPax, he doesn't play in Home Story Cup. He doesn't play in IEMs or DreamHacks. He plays in the online regionals, but he obviously doesn't partake in the offline finals or anything like that. So this is where he needs to really show off. He's not going to IEM Katowice in a couple of weeks. Like, this is where he focuses. This is where his focuses lie, and he is struggling a little bit. Here. We'll see if he can bounce back tomorrow. We'll see if he can bounce back. So best of luck to MaxPax. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for the support. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. And again, tomorrow we're going to be live once again with day number 2. Quickly checking our calendar. We may be live tomorrow a little bit earlier, actually. So, fun fact. We have something special in the chat. You can see it with the point redemptions. Replays. We cast viewer replays. And I have like 6 viewer replays that have been submitted over the past 2 weeks. And I haven't had time to cast them. Tomorrow, we may go live a little bit earlier and go over some viewer replays. A handful of them, a handful. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after as well. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Depending on how tired I am. Depending on how tired I am, we may go live a little bit ahead of time just to go over some replays. Submitted by pro players and also amateur players alike. Gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be a lot of fun. Then we ease ourselves into MaxPax Coliseum. So look forward to it. Do look forward to it. Otherwise, hope you all enjoyed yourselves. As a reminder, MaxPax Coliseum is every day of the week. Every day of the week until Sunday. And Sunday is the grand finals. So mark your calendars and be there on the CranKy Ducklings. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Bye. 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 Ga. Bye. Ga.